Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Ashley. Today we will be doing a 20-minute gentle workout. All you need is a mat. Let's begin in an easy cross-leg position, sitting up nice and tall. Place your fingertips on the mat and let's reach our left arm up and over, taking a nice big side bend here, maybe gazing up. And then rotate and stretch diagonally, dropping the head down, coming back to that side stretch, and back up to center. Let's repeat that on the other side. Reaching the right arm up and over, maybe gazing up at the ceiling, and flipping diagonally, dropping the head down, coming back up and center. Let's repeat that on both sides. And back up to center. Let's move to the back of our mats, kneeling down, sitting on our heels. Roll the shoulders back, adding the elbows, and then take a big arm circle and arch up to the ceiling, and reversing that, shoulders forward, add your elbows, big circle, reaching and contract, bringing your belly button to your spine. Repeat that again. Nice big circle and arch, open up the chest, and one more time, reversing. Big circle to contract, navel to spine. Very nice, everyone. Open the knees and let's take a child's pose. Rolling up to tabletop into a modified plank, lower down. Roll the shoulders back, coming into a baby cobra. And then navel to spine, pushing back up and sitting back into your child's pose. Let's repeat that 3 more times. Last one. This time, come into a nice big cobra stretch, shoulders away from the ears. Let's look over our right shoulder, coming into a twist. And take your gaze over your left shoulder. Coming back to center, maybe looking up, and lower all the way down to your mat. Let's come into some shoulder rolls. Go ahead and goal post your right arm. And let's roll over to our right side. If it feels okay, go ahead and take that left leg up and over, coming into your shoulder and chest stretch. Just breathing into this opening. And come back to center. Goal post the left arm this time. Rolling over to the left, and if it feels okay, take your right leg over, opening up the shoulder and the chest. And coming back to center. Hands underneath the shoulders, push up and back to your child's pose. Roll up to a tabletop, and this time step your right leg through to a hip flexor stretch. Make sure your knee is over your ankle. Bring your navel into your spine, roll your shoulders back. And stay here with your fingertips on the mat if that feels comfortable, or place both hands on your thigh. Place your hands down and shift your hips back into a hamstring stretch. You can keep the front knee bent. And come forward and repeat this flow, moving forward and back. Let's do this 2 more times. And last time. Go back into your hamstring stretch and just stay here and breathe into your muscles. Try to relax and let gravity take over. Come forward. Let's repeat this sequence again, this time with our knee off of your mat if that is comfortable for you. If not, go ahead and repeat the sequence just as we did. Maybe add an arm circle this time if that's comfortable, and shift your hips back, flexing the front foot. Again, taking your lunge, open up the chest, nice big arm circle, and back to your hamstring stretch. Let's repeat this 2 more times. Last time. And like we did before, go ahead and stay here in your hamstring stretch. Try and go a little bit farther, finding length in the spine. Come back into your lunge, and let's go into a twist. Placing your left hand on the mat and reaching your right fingertips up. Really try and open the shoulders and the chest, and maybe take your gaze up to the ceiling. Come back to your lunge, and let's rotate out into a side lunge. Really open your legs here, pressing your elbow against your thigh, sinking down into your stretch, and just breathe into your muscles here. Move back into your lunge, and let's step into a plank, lower the knees, and press back into your child's pose, getting ready to repeat that whole sequence on the other side. Ripple forward through the spine, take your left leg front, and let's come into that hip flexor stretch. Roll those shoulders back and keep your fingertips on the mat if that feels better for you. If you would like to, place your hands on your thigh. Make sure your navel is into your spine, and shift your hips back, coming into your hamstring stretch. And let's repeat this 3 more times. Last time, maybe going a little bit farther. And holding here in our hamstring stretch. You can repeat exactly what we just did or level up and take that knee off of the mat and adding a big arm circle, opening up the chest, hands to the mat, and flex the front foot coming into your hamstring stretch. Repeat that 3 more times. Last time, opening up a little bit farther and sinking back into that stretch. Keep those hips nice and square if you can, and just hold here, breathing into your muscles. Come forward and let's move into that twist, placing our right hand on the mat, opening up, reaching those left fingertips up to the ceiling. Maybe taking our gaze up as well. Come back to your lunge and open out into your side lunge, opening up your left thigh with your left elbow. Try to relax your hips, breathing into the stretch. And come back to center, step back into your plank, and this time let's go to downward dog. If you would like to, go ahead and pedal your feet back and forth. Maybe bringing some movement into your spine if that feels good for you. Really let your chest expand. And press both heels down into the mat. You can soften the knees if you would like. Walk your hands back to your feet, coming into a standing forward fold. Place your left hand in the center, bending your left knee, reaching your right fingertips up to the ceiling, coming into a twist. And come back to center and switch to the other side. You can keep your gaze down at the mat if that feels better on your neck. And let's repeat this 2 more times. Gazing up at your fingertips if that feels okay. Really try and open that top shoulder. And twist to the other side, keeping your navel into your spine. Come back into your forward fold, keeping your knees soft, and roll up through your spine until you come to standing. Let's move to the center of our mat, taking our feet nice and wide, standing up nice and tall. Roll the shoulders back. Reach your left arm up and over, coming into a lateral stretch. Circle through, send your right arm up and over back to center. Repeat that 3 more times. Reaching over your ear, drop the head, circle through. The other arm comes up and back to center. 2 more times. Try to create nice big circles with the upper body. Last time, this time go all the way down to your right leg, coming into a hamstring stretch. And let's plie or bend that left leg and stretch. Plie and bend and stretch. Make sure your knees are over your toes. Plie and stretch. 1 more time. Plie and stretch. Come center And let's roll up through the spine to standing. Head is the last thing to come up. Interlace your fingers behind you and come into a chest expansion. And release. Let's repeat those circles on the other side. This time taking your right arm up and over. Again, dropping the head, bringing the left arm through and all the way up. Again, reaching over with the right arm, rolling through center. Left arm comes up. Repeat that 2 more times. And 1 more time, this time going all the way down to your left leg, coming into your hamstring stretch. Adding that plie, knees over toes, and stretch. Plie, and stretch. 2 more times. Plie, and stretch. 1 more time. Plie, and stretch. Nice job, everyone. Coming back to center and slowly rolling up through the spine until we stand up. And let's repeat that chest expansion stretch 1 more time, maybe taking the gaze up to the ceiling and release. Let's move back into a lunge on our right side, moving into our pigeon stretch. So walk that right foot over and try and face both hip bones to the top of your mat. You can bring your foot closer to your hip if this stretch is intense, or further away if you don't feel it as much. You can stay upright, or if you would like to, go ahead and lie down over that thigh. Try and keep your spine nice and long and relax those shoulders. Really sink into this stretch here, breathing through any tension you may have. And slowly walk back up. Moving into a quad stretch on our left side, bend the left knee and bring that foot into the hip, and then place your right foot on the mat. Tuck your pelvis underneath, keeping your belly button into your spine, and you should feel a stretch on the top of your left thigh. If this is intense, you can back off, or if you don't feel it as much, go ahead and walk down to your elbows, or you can go all the way down to the mat if that would feel good for you. Again, keeping your pelvis tucked under and keeping your belly button into your spine. We don't want to arch our backs. And let's make our way back up if you went down, and come back into a lunge and press back to your downward facing dog. Let's walk back to our standing forward fold and roll up to standing. Come back to center in our wide second position, and let's lunge over to the left side, repeating those stretches on the other side. So walking the foot over, coming into your pigeon, making sure those hip bones are facing the top of your mat and adjusting as needed. Stay upright if you would like to, or you can fold over, keeping the spine nice and long and relaxing through the shoulders. And walking back up, let's move into our quad stretch on the other side. Again, keeping that heel into your hip, placing your left foot on the mat, tucking your pelvis under so we don't arch, and keeping your belly button into your spine. Breathing into this stretch. And if you don't feel it, you can come all the way down to your elbows, or for a deeper stretch, you can go all the way down to your back. But try to avoid arching through the spine. And let's walk ourselves back up, coming into that lunge and pressing back to our downward facing dog one more time. Let's ripple forward and set the knees down on the mat and come to a seated position. Let's cross our right leg over our left, sitting up nice and tall. Reach your left arm up and over, coming into a seated twist. Relax the shoulders down and try and open through the chest. Come back up to center. And let's switch to the other side. So crossing your left leg over this time. Reaching that right arm up and twisting to the other side. And come back to center. Let's finish class in a cross-leg position. Reach your arms all the way up, taking an inhale, and exhale back down. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale back down. One more time. Deep breath in, exhale back out. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel to help me reach more people who are interested in a healthy lifestyle. And don't forget to share with family and friends. I'll see you next time. Bye.